Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into something super interesting and incredibly useful, which is a number series. If you have ever faced those tricky number pattern in examination and thought like you are stuck between the numbers, don't worry, I have got you covered. By this end of video, you will not only understand the number series but also solve them like a pro. So let's get started. What is a number series? A number series is nothing but a sequence of numbers which follows a specific pattern. So it's basically numbers playing the hide and seek with a logic. Then what's your job? Your job is to find that logic. The moment you spot that logic or the pattern, you can predict the next number easily. So why number series are important? So these number series helps in recognizing the patterns so that it helps in faster problem solving, especially in competitive exams or during your placement exams. So number series plays a crucial role in your examinations. Next, and trust me, once you learn these tricks, you feel like you can crack your next exam. So now let's go through the different types of number series along with the examples. The very first thing is an arithmetic series, which is an easy one. So arithmetic series is a series where each term will be increased or decreased by a constant term or a constant difference. So suppose if you have a number 3, the next number is 7. What is the difference between that? 3 to 7. It's 4. It's a positive of 4. That means that from 3 we have a positive of 4 increased to 7. Similarly, 7 and 11, the difference is 4 again. And 11 and 15, the difference is 4 again. So what would be the next term? It's definitely 15 plus 4, which is 19. The next number would be 19. So in arithmetic series, there will be a constant difference from previous number to the next number. It is the most easiest arithmetic series. So now coming to the geometric series, the series where each term is multiplied with a fixed ratio. So here each term will be multiplied with a fixed term. So suppose we have 3 and 6 here. So for what number? Say from 3. So if we multiply 3 with which number will get 6? Which number? Of course 2, right? Because 3 2s are 6. So the difference of the ratio is 2 here. And again from 6 to 12. If we multiply 6 with which number we get 12? It's 2. So the difference here is 2 and 12 2s are 14. So here there is a common fixed ratio which is a multiplication factor of 2 into 2. So what would be the next term? It would be 24 into 2. So 24 into 2, which would be 48, will be the next term in this geometric series. Okay. So arithmetic series in this type, we just add or subtract with a fixed number each time. And what is geometric series? Here we will multiply. Here we will multiply each term with a fixed number. Okay. So that is arithmetic series and geometric series. The next one would be a Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence is nothing but a nature's favorite one. So you can easily identify a Fibonacci series because it starts with 0 and 1. The sequence will start with 0, 1, and followed by the sequence. It is very easy to identify the Fibonacci series. Okay, what is the logic behind the Fibonacci series? So each term is a sum of two preceding numbers. In a Fibonacci series, a term would be a sum of two preceding numbers. So sum of this number and this number would be this term. So let's see the example here. We know that the series starts with 0 and 1. Now here we have to find out the term. So how we get the term? This term is a sum of previous two numbers. Previous two numbers sum would be this term. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So here the term is 1. Similarly, 8 here. So how we'll get 8? It is a sum of 3 plus 5. 3 and 5 are the preceding numbers. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So the term would be 8 here. So Fibonacci series is nothing but a sum of two preceding numbers. Okay. Next, a prime number series. We are all aware of prime number. So a prime number is a number which have only two factors. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 7 is prime, and 9 is prime. What is the next prime number? Is 10 a prime number? No, because it have more than two factors. Next number is 11. Is 11 a prime number? Yes. So the next term would be 11 because it have only 1 and 11 itself as a factors. So the next term would be 11. So these are the series which we may find during our number series. The next one, addition based number series. Addition based number series is nothing but arithmetic series only. Addition based arithmetic series is arithmetic, because we will be adding a fixed number. So where we'll be having a fixed number added to each term to get the next one. Multiplication based number series is nothing but a geometric series where we will be multiplied by a number. So each term is obtained by multiplying the previous term with a specific factor. So addition based is nothing but arithmetic, and multiplication based is nothing but geometric series. And square based numbers, cube based numbers. During our introduction video of reasoning, we said that we must be aware of 1 to 30 square numbers as well as 1 to 30 cube numbers. The squares and cubes plays a very important role in our number series. So everyone must be aware of 1 to 30 square numbers as well as cube numbers. See, the square based numbers, the series involves a pattern based on the square numbers. Here, the series involves a pattern based on cube numbers. So 1 is a square number of 1, and 4 is a square of 2. 9 is a square of 3. 16 is a square of 4, and 25 is a square of 5. What would be the next term? So here we have consecutive numbers. The next term would be 6, and the square of 6 is 36. So the next term would be 36 here. Similarly, for cubic numbers, this is a cube of 1, this is cube of 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the next term should be a cube of 6. Okay, so this is the reason why you must be aware of square numbers and cube numbers. The next thing is, in our number series, you will be asked to find the missing numbers as well. So they will be giving a series, something like this, and they will ask to find the middle term or any other term. So there will be a missing factor. You have to find out that missing series. So you are asked to find a missing term in this series. For example, 2, 4, 6, and here you have to find a missing term 10 here. So it is very easy to find out. So the difference is 2, 2, and now here we should get a difference of 2, which is 8, and then this is again the difference of 2. So in number series, you will be encountered like this kind of models where you are asked to find that missing numbers. And arranging the sequence logic. Okay, here you have to identify that logic. Here you have to identify that logic which is being followed by the entire series. So for example, we have 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. By observing this pattern, we can easily say that these are the factors of 3. Okay, these are the multiples of 3. 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s, 3 5s, 3 6, 18. And definitely the next term would be 3 into 7, which is 21. So we have to identify the missing terms, as well as you will be having to find out the logic in this number series. So here are some quick tricks which are used for solving the number series. So listen, so when you are solving the number series, the very first step is you have to check whether there is addition or subtraction. First step, you have to check whether there is any addition or subtraction with a constant term. That means that addition of only 2 for each terms, subtraction of 2 for each terms, like this. Okay. In the next term, you check for multiplication or division. Okay. First term is you have to find plus or minus. Then you find multiplication or it is a division. Then you find squares or cubes. Then if any of them didn't work, then what you have to do? You have to check if we have any prime numbers or Fibonacci numbers as well. If it is following a prime number pattern or Fibonacci number pattern. If all these 4 steps fail, then what you have to do is you just subtract, or you just try trial and error method, which is a reverse checking method. That means that you'll be getting 4 options for every question, right? So what you have to do is first take option, trial it, second take it another option, trial it. So in this way you can easily find out the answer for this number series. So yes, so let's solve some number series problems step by step. So grab a pen and paper and let's get started. Make sure you try answering the questions before I reveal the answers. Right? Let's get started. So very first question is, find the 20th term of arithmetic series 3, 7, 11, 15 and so on. We know that arithmetic series is a series where will be added or subtracted by a specific term. So first we'll check whether we have any addition or subtraction for this. So 3 and 7, the difference is 4. 7 and 11, we have a difference of 4. And 11 and 15, we have a difference of 4. So we came to know that this is an arithmetic series. So there is an addition of 4 every time. What we have to find? We have to find the 20th term. We have to find the 20th term of this series. How many terms we know? We know only 4 terms. 3, 7, 11, 15. So we have to find out the remaining 16 numbers. other 16 numbers you have to find out in order to get your 20th arithmetic term. So we can't simply add 4, 4 again, 15 plus 4, and again result plus 4. We can't do this, right? So this is a very time-taking process. Then what to do? We have a formula to calculate the arithmetic series. And the formula here is a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula to calculate the nth term of arithmetic series. This is the formula to calculate the nth term of arithmetic series. What is a? A is the first term. A is the first term, and n is the number which we have to find. N is the numberth time which we have to find, and d is the common difference. D is the difference between that series. So now we'll put these values in our formula. The first value is 3. So that is 3 plus. And we have to calculate which term? 20th term. So 20 minus 1, which is 19. And the difference here is 4, right? For every term we have difference of 4. So the difference is 4. Now 3 plus 19 into 4, which is 76. So 3 plus 76, which is 79. So 79 is the 20th term of this arithmetic series. So don't simply add plus 4 to each number. So use this formula instead. A plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula to calculate the nth term of arithmetic series. Next, let's move on to the next question. Find the missing number in the series 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, and you have to find the missing number there. Okay, this one looks very simple. What's the pattern here? Did you find any pattern? Yes, the numbers are having a specific pattern. So what are the first steps what we got? So what are the tricks? The very first step is you have to check whether there is plus or minus. If it didn't work, we have to check whether there is multiplication or division. So let's go with the addition first. So 4 and 7, the difference is 3. 7 and 10, the difference is 3. 10 and 13, difference is 3. And again here, difference is 3. Yes, we got the logic. What would be the next term? Next term would be 16 plus 3, which is 19. 19 is the missing term in this series. Looks very simple, right? So let's set it up. Look at the series 2, 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. What number should come next? When we observe the pattern carefully, you see that numbers are getting smaller. Initially it is 1, then it became 1. Again it is 1 by 2, then 1 by 4. The numbers are getting smaller. So what might be the logic here? Yes, numbers are becoming half. Initially it is 2, and here number became half of that. Then again number became half of that. Again half. So numbers are getting smaller by half. So what would be the next term? So first 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Now 1 divided by 2, which is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 again divided by 2, which became 1 by 4. Now 1 by 4 divided by 2. So what would be the answer? 2 by 1. So what we get? 1 by 4 into 1 by 2, which is 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is the next term in this series. So the numbers are getting half each time. That means divided by 2. That means 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So this is the series with this question. So now that is an easy peasy question. Now let's set it up with another question. Look at this series 53, 53, 40, 40, 27, 27. That's doubling each time. So what number should come next? Okay. So we can see that numbers are appearing twice. So what we do is we'll group these two numbers. And now we'll find that logic. Okay. First let's check the difference between 53 and 40. What is the difference here? Here the difference is minus 13 because the numbers are decreasing, right? If that number is decreasing, we have to indicate with a negative symbol. So 50 and 40, this is the difference of minus 13. And again 40 to 27, same. It is a minus 13. Now we got that logic. What would be the next term? So okay, now what we do is we'll subtract 13 from this 27 again. So 27 minus 13. What would be the answer? Answer would be 4 here and 1 here. So next term should be definitely 14. What will be the next term? See, we can see that numbers are appearing twice. So again 14 must be the answer. Next, look carefully for the pattern and then choose which pair of numbers comes next. Okay, so till now we have to find only one number, but here we are asking to find the pair of numbers. So we have to find the next two numbers for this sequence. Alright, let's look at the pattern. Something interesting is going on here. So 28, 25, again 5, again 21, 18, 5. So there is no common addition or there is no common subtraction is happening here. So what we do? We will again divide into two types. So 28, 25 is 1, and again is a 5 least number, Again, 21, 18 are nearby numbers. 5 is the least number. Again, 14. And the next we have to find out next numbers. Yes, what's happening here is the main pattern is subtracting 3. See, 28 and 25, there is a subtraction of 3. And 21, 18, there is a subtraction of 4. And 5 appears every third position. 5 appears every third position. Okay, you got the series right. So 2 numbers and a 5 here, fixed term, which is 5. Again, 2 numbers, 5 here. Again, 2 numbers and 5 here. So, and these 2 numbers have a difference of minus 3. These 2 numbers have a difference of minus 4. Then what might be the next one? A difference of minus 5. So 28 and 25, we have minus 3. 21 and 18, we have minus 4. And now 14 to which number we have a minus of 5? That means 14 minus 5, which is 11. So the next term would be 11. 14 minus 5 should be answer. And we know the fixed term 5 appears every third position. So 5 is fixed here. So the next 2 numbers are 11 and 5 respectively. I hope you got this. So the answers are the 11 here and 5. Moving on to the next one. 13, 29, 15, 26, 17, 23, 19. Okay, while reading the question, I found out a series. So 13, 15, 17, 19. So these are very nearby numbers and everyone having a difference of 2. So 13 and 15 having a difference of 2. 15 to 17 there is a difference of 2. And here there is a difference of 2. That means this is an alternative series question. So if these alternative numbers are following a pattern, then definitely the remaining numbers are also following the same pattern. So the remaining numbers are 29, 26, 23. Okay, so here there is a pattern which is minus 3. So 29 is the biggest one and 26, the numbers are going to be decreased. Whereas here the numbers are increasing and the remaining numbers are being decreased by 3. So now what would be the next term? So the next term is a series of which one? Plus 2 or minus 3? It is a difference of minus 3. So 23 minus 3, which is 20, is the answer for the missing term. So the missing term is 20 here. So we have to analyze whether there are multiple patterns or a single pattern in the given question. So next question coming up. Find a number that fits somewhere into the middle of the series. Some of the items involve both numbers and letters. Okay, so when a number series having both alphabet as well as numbers, then there might be 2 chances. There might be 2 chances in this way. So the very first thing is they are following their respective alphabetic numbers. Alphabetic numbers. In an introduction video, we have covered these alphabetic numbers as well and some tricks to easily identify these alphabetic numbers. So in this type of questions, the first thing might be the respective alphabetic number. And the second one might be a number following a specific difference. So there might be a difference for the numbers in the given question. So let's see some examples to identify this. So, okay, the series is F2, missing term, D8, C16, D32. Okay, so the letters are following an alphabetic order in reverse one. So B, C, D, missing here, and F. So when we analyze pattern, here we get B, C, D. Definitely here there should be E. So in this missing term, we found the first alphabetic number, which is B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, now we found that alphabet. What about the number? We have to find out the number 2. So we know alphabetic numbers, right? A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on. So first we'll be checking whether the respective alphabetic numbers or not. Is the B alphabetic number 32? No. So in the first case itself, it is failed that it is not the respective alphabetic numbers. Now we just analyze the numbers carefully. 2, 8, 16, 32. These are the numbers. Okay, while observing the numbers are also following a pattern. Did you observe that? Yes. So this is the power of 2. Power of 2. So 2 power 1. Here there is a blank. So we'll be solving that later. 2 cube, 2 power 4, 2 power 5. So when observing this, we are sure that the missing term would be 2 power 2, which is 4. So respective alphabetic is E and the number is 4. So the term is E4. This is the answer. So first we have to check whether alphabets they are following the alphabetic number or if numbers are following a different pattern. Okay. So we spotted it right. So let's keep going on. Okay. The next observing this question, J14, L16, P20, R22. We'll first find out the alphabet. So J, L, missing term, P, R. When we observe this pattern, we can say that the letters are jumping by 2. J, K, L, or we can say that if we consider only K, this is jumping by 1 alphabet. And PR, there is a missing of Q here. So there is one missing term, Q. So these are following a pattern which is jumping off 1. Definitely the missing term should be jumping off 11 to 1. When seeing a series J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. This is a series, right? So we have J, L, and we have P, R. So we eliminate this, we have to eliminate this, we have to eliminate this, we have to eliminate this. Then what is the missing term? Missing term is N. So alphabet is found. What about the next number? So 14, 16. So there is a difference of 2. 20, 22, there is a difference of 2. Definitely that might be a difference of 16 plus 2, which is 18. Number is 18 and the alphabet is N. So answer is N18. So in this way, we'll find out questions which are involving both alphabets and numbers. Okay, moving to the next question. 664, 332, 340, 170, and 89. Okay, these are huge numbers. I think it's a little bit complex. Okay, so let's analyze the pattern. First, consider the first 2 terms, 664 and 332. Did you observe any pattern here? Yes. 332 is half of 664. So half of 664 is 332. And what is the next term? 340. 340 is the addition of 8. 332 plus 8 is 340. Okay, so this is a term of three terms. The first three terms has a specific pattern. Now we have to check whether this also following the same pattern or not. Now, the next one should be definitely 340 and 170. Any pattern here? Yes, 340 half is 170. That means same pattern here. 340 of half is 170. Then 170 plus 8 is 178. 178 should be answer. Now, we have to check whether it is correct or not. Then what would be the next sequence logic? 178 half should be 89. Yes, it is following that pattern. So here we identify the pattern. This is half plus 8 again. Again, this is half plus 8 again. Again, this is half plus 8 again. Okay, did you observe the pattern? Here are some practice questions for you. Drop your answers in the comment box and I will pin the best ones. Let's see who gets them all right. And that's it for the session. We have explored different types of number series, cracked tricky patterns, and learned how to solve them faster. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay updated with more amazing content. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep challenging your mind and stay sharp.